Meanwhile, in the nation's capital today, there was a powerful and unprecedented show of public sentiment in support of gun control. The Million Mom March brought together thousands from all over the country, including 100 people from Newtown, Connecticut, all of them rallying on the National Mall. Parents, pastors, and gun violence. Meanwhile, in the nation's capital today, there was a powerful and unprecedented show of public sentiment in support of gun control. The Million Mom March brought together thousands from all over the country, including 100 people from Newtown, Connecticut, all of them rallying on the National Mall. Parents, pastors, and gun violence survivors calling for action in the wake of the murders at Sandy Hook Elementary.
This time, we the people will act. We're stepping up, and this time we will not step back.
What the opposition is counting on is for us to forget the Newtowns, for us to forget the Virginia Techs.
The march comes one day after Vice President Joe Biden held a roundtable talk about gun control in Virginia. Kristen Welker is at the White House for us this afternoon, joins me live now. Kristen, when can we expect the president himself to take his campaign for gun control on the road?
Well, good afternoon, Craig. I think you can expect President Obama to hit the road and talk about gun control in the next several days, if not weeks. The White House has said that he, as well as Vice President Biden, will continue to leave the White House, get out of D.C., really try to build up public support for the proposals that President Obama unveiled several days ago. Of course, those proposals include increasing and improving access to mental health services, reinstating the assault weapons ban, limiting high-capacity magazines, as well as enacting universal background checks. Common knowledge around here, Craig, is that a lot of those have a good chance of actually getting passed through Congress, with the exception of that reinstatement of the assault weapons ban. Senator Dianne Feinstein introduced a tough bill to ban assault weapons earlier this week, and even she said it's going to be a really tough uphill battle. There is still fierce opposition to such a ban in Congress and really throughout the country. The NRA has talked about that as well. On Friday, Vice President Biden, though, kicked off the White House's public campaign to rally public support for these stiffer gun measures. He held a roundtable discussion along with a number of cabinet secretaries and Senator Tim Kaine. Here's a little bit of what Vice President had to say on Friday. Take a listen.
The conscience of the nation is actually shaken as a consequence of what happened to those little kids, 6- and 7-year-old kids riddled with bullets up in Connecticut, Newtown.
Thank you.
Now, the group called Organizing for Action, Craig, which is essentially the relaunched branch of the Obama campaign, is also helping out in this effort. They are sending out emails and trying to rally support at the grassroots level for stiffer gun legislation. But again, this continues to be an incredibly divisive issue, and new legislation will be tough to get through both chambers of Congress. Craig?
All right. Kristen Welker, our woman at the White House, thank you so much.